Hey there, thanks for tuning into Leah's Love. I am Leah and I am thrilled and honored to be here with you today. So, those of you who have frequented my channels in the past might have noticed that I've been gone for a really long time, and I have a good reason for that. Well, maybe not good, but a reason nonetheless. And that simply is that I don't love social media. It's not my jam. I'm not a video editor. I don't spend a lot of time on social. And so I found as I started to post videos more frequently that I quickly lost energy and excitement about my business. And so in working through that process, I wrote down and have started to implement 5 steps that I use to help myself when I'm going through difficult times. Now, I have used these steps in other aspects of my life, and so recognize that what I'm talking about is not simply just for a business, but can be used in any aspect of your life too. So let's go ahead and jump on into those steps. All right, number 1, what's your motive? If you're focused on your desire of what you're doing, it can really help shift your perspective. As I mentioned about my struggle with social media, it's not something I really love, and I found that as I was filming and editing videos, I got really bogged down in the minutia of the day-to-day. And in doing that, lost sight of my focus, which is my desire to talk about and share information about metaphysical things. And so when you're focused on, when you're trying to get through difficult times, it's always really great to focus on what is your motive for what it is that you're trying to achieve. When you have a clear path or a clear perspective on what it is that you'd like, it's really helpful to get you through difficult times. And if necessary, you could, write it on paper and post it somewhere or draw a picture of it or whatever, but just having a really strong focal point to help kind of remind you what it is that you're passionate about or where your passion lies and what makes your soul sing. Okay? Number 2, remember that it's not easy to be out there and do something new. The sheer fact that you're willing to take action to do something new is incredibly brave, and a lot of people don't do it. So be easy and kind of lean into an appreciation to yourself or of yourself about the fact that you're willing to do something new and challenging. And understand the sheer fact that you're doing something new means it's going to be challenging because you have to build up the muscles in your mind and your brain and your habits to achieve that new thing you're doing. All right, so you're brave, good for you, keep up the good work. Number 3, be kind to yourself. Some great advice that I've gotten from a couple of coaches that I've worked with throughout the years is that when you're going through difficult times, always consider what you would say to a friend or a child. We tend to be really hard on ourselves. I know I do. I am. I'm my own worst critic, and I don't really give myself much of a break. And that's not fair, and it's not realistic, and it's not a good way to accomplish anything, right? Like, not giving yourself a break and giving acknowledgement where acknowledgement is due doesn't help anyone. At the end of the day, it just kind of makes you feel crappier about yourself. So, remember, as you're going through this process, as I mentioned, it's new, it's something that you are working towards, and so it's really important to just be kind and gentle to yourself and give yourself credit with every little step that you take. All right, and number 4 is be grateful. No matter what it is that you're going through, it's not all bad. There's something in that specific situation that has the silver lining. There's some aspect of it that you can be grateful for. For instance, for me, I hate social media, but I'm really glad it exists because it's so cool that I can instantly be connected to billions of people around the world to potentially share talking about things that I have in common with them. And to a large point, I can do it without, any money out of my pocket. So even though what you're going through might seem horrible or it might seem really bad, I promise you there is a silver lining in it. And if nothing else, think about what lesson you can learn in that situation. And whatever that lesson is, you will take with you throughout your life, and it will turn into wisdom. And so if for nothing, be grateful for the wisdom that you're gaining. Know that that will be a gift that you will give to other people in the future. And number 5, last but certainly not least, and I would argue probably the most important, have fun. Because at the end of the day, that's all of this, that is all that all of this is really all about, right? Having fun. I know we don't really talk about life that way, but really the point of us being here is to grow, expand, learn, meet new people, have new experiences, and most of all, have fun. So when you're focused on your motive, it'll be really easy for you to figure out what's fun about whatever it is that you're doing or going through and trying to overcome. So those are just 5 tips that I would recommend to help you get through difficult times, again, whether in your personal life or your business, and they can be used at any time. So I'm really glad to be back here with you guys talking about metaphysics, taking the mist out of the mystical. And next week I will be back to give a free oracle card reading about what's going on for the week. So until then, I look forward to speaking with you all again, and I wish you guys a great, happy, peaceful, joyful week, and I'm sending you all of the love. Bye.